Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Two Drink Minimum, the only podcast that is trying its hardest to bring back the Soviet Union. The gentleman in front of me, also known as the Red Terror, it's Mike Ward.
I am Mike Ward. You are Pantelis, and Ivan Drago's biggest fan.
Yes, hello, cousin. My name is Ivan.
Comrade. Yeah, because
Comrade.
your hair looks like CCCP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have the little curls. You have like 4 Superman curls.
You mean Coco penis?
Yes, yeah. So the last C is a penis.
Yeah.
No, you said CCCP.
Yeah. Oh, that's what you mean. But I mean, you only have the C's. You don't have a P. Oh, actually, you do on the other side. Look, turn your head.
Yeah.
Let Mike see it. Look at that side.
Yeah, you got the P on the
Yeah,
other
so
side.
it's kind of like a mirrored. It's hidden in plain sight. You're trying
Yeah.
to get people to join the Sovietskis.
Yeah.
Yes.
Russian theme song intensifies.
Cook, penis. So
was that? But did you? You used a curling iron for that?
No.
You had to.
Because your
No.
hair is never curly, and now it's
Magically.
No.
perfectly curled, like Golden Girl style.
That's because
C'est du magie.
that's because I let it grow a bit. When my hair is long, it curls.
Really?
Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah.
You
And
didn't
that-
have like little rolling pins or
Nope.
or not rolling pins. What they call those? Rollers?
Rollers, right? That
Yeah,
you put it in.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, rolling pin is for
No,
to
when I-
make a pie.
He may have had that.
That's probably
when I-
what he did.
When it gets long, it curls by itself, and I have to straighten it out.
Okay.
That comes from my mom's side. They'll have like very fritzy curly hair.
All the guys in your family though, they have to like try to be straight after a while.
Yeah.
If they just let it go naturally, then they're not. But
They have to force it.
they got all right. Got to get the gay out. Too much gay.
Yeah. You ever bend over in front of your uncle?
No.
Not anymore.
Wait, what?
I can fool me once.
What was that video that I was dying of the guy who went on morning television or something, breakfast television?
Oh, you're talking about Sam Morrill.
Yeah, yeah.
He had. I don't know if you saw it. He did something hilarious. You know, when you're touring as a comedian, they put you in these
Little morning shows.
Oh, it's garbage. So he's like, I'm gonna fuck with these guys. So he's sitting there. They go, have you always been funny? And Sam Morrill goes, no, I think I got it from my uncle. I was molested by my uncle when I was a kid, and it was kind of like a Spider-Man situation because he was really funny, and I took for him. It's like that's how I got my superpowers. And then the lady's like, I don't know who to go from here. He totally fucked him over. He derailed it.
Did she do like a fake morning show laugh or
No.
she freaked out?
Yeah, it was one of those freak outs. Like, what do we do? Because what if he did get molested? This is how he's, so you don't know what to say.
Fuck.
That's the problem with
People
these
get
morning shows.
really my show. I always ask someone in the front row if they were molested when they were little, and for some reason, like a couple of months ago, I was like, people always say no, and I was like, someone's obviously gonna say yes one day, and what am I gonna do? And then someone did say yes, and it got fucking awkward in the room, and then I was like, fuck, and I fist bumped the guy.
No!
And then the crowd just exploded because it was like, why is he fist bumping someone who got molested?
Because what do you do? What could you say
Yeah.
that would make it funny?
No, I had nothing. I was like, and then I was like, oh fuck, I pretended like I was hiding my erection.
You should have been like, Steve, you're supposed to keep your fucking mouth shut. It's true. That's a hard one to come back from.
Oh, God.
Yeah, but I need that joke to get to another joke. Well, that's not a joke, but I need that question to get to a joke. And then I knew though right away, like the first time I did it, I was like, I'm asking for trouble with this question. But then I was like, I think, I'll think of something eventually. And then I was at home trying to think of something and I had nothing. But I was like, no, but on the spot, I won't have a choice. And then I thought of something. I was happy.
Poor
Fist
guy.
bump.
Well, what you don't know what to do in that situation.
Yeah.
It would have been. It depends how the guy reacts to it. If you like, did somebody get molested and he raises his hand and says me? But if he goes, yeah.
But the guy, I had a guy fucking last week. When I in my set when I talk about the Human Rights Commission getting 2 pedophiles, I always ask like someone where they work and how many pedophiles got caught in the last year at their business, and the answer is always 0.
Oh yeah, that idiot. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you were there that night, and the
Yeah.
guy was like, 60. I was like, What the I fucking hate when.
Wait, 60 pedophiles?
Yeah, well, it's because he's trying. Because you know how some people are. If you talk to them, they want to be funny.
Yeah.
They're like, "This is a comedy show. I wasn't prepared." So then they try to make people laugh.
I'm contributing.
But yeah, what a fucking. But it turned out funny. But you know, he.
Well, it turned out funny
'cause of
because of
him.
you.
Yeah, exactly.
If it wasn't for you, it wouldn't have turned out. If it was anyone else, it would have been a weird situation.
That'd suck though. If like all of my crowd work, everything that was ever funny was because of the audience. And I'm asking people shit, and then when they answer something all funny, I just go, "That's not funny. this fucking guy's ruining my show."
Yeah, you blame it on them.
I'm giving you a perfect setup.
Anyone here have any good jokes? You're looking over the audience. It's fun. They were nice. I had so much fun in Terrebonne.
Yeah,
It was good.
Yeah,
It was a
you
good
were
crowd.
really good.
You like? Did you watch?
Yeah.
It was.
I watched both nights. What town did you do? Saint Jérôme
Was the first.
Yeah, and then
I was more comfortable in Terrebonne. I'm getting more. More used to it.
Yeah.
In French. It's a whole different.
and
beast.
the crowd was happy.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
the thing. Yeah, they're super. And you guys were right. I think the accent actually, I thought it was gonna be a bad thing. It helps.
Yeah.
I think they appreciate the fact that like, oh, this motherfucker's trying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everyone likes that.
Yeah.
Even people that whenever you hear shit about someone that doesn't like foreigners,
Yeah.
everyone loves foreigners if you feel like, and not that you're a foreigner here, but everyone you like someone from another culture that's trying. Like if you move, like if I
It
move,
depends what they're trying. Like if you were like, yes, Min Mohammed, we're trying to take down America. Then
Yeah.
you're like, I'm not. Stop trying.
but like
I'm not on board.
like if you see like if I moved to Greece and
Oh, they would. Yeah, they'd love that.
and I was trying to learn Greek, then they'd be like, "Oh, I fucking love this guy." But
Yeah.
if I was like, "Fuck you, English is the international language,"
yeah.
like I had a guy tell me that when I was in China. He was a white guy from Quebec, and he only spoke French, and I was like, "How long have you been living in China?" And he goes, 34 years. I don't know one fucking word. I was like, you shouldn't be bragging about that.
Brag.
He's fucking bragging about living like he was like he was in his 50s. So he's lived in China longer than he's lived in Canada.
It doesn't-
And he's proud that he was like, I have an employee that speaks English. He tells them all what to do. He had an employee that speaks English. So he gets a French guy to talk English to the English guy.
An English guy to an English Chinese guy.
Yeah. And then I was like, that means that your fucking employees can talk shit about you in your face. If they smile, you're too stupid to realize.
Yeah, and
That's actually low-key
Yeah.
impressive, though. 34 years?
people are like that here. My mom hates
Yeah.
that, by the way, when she finds out that
Fuck.
Greeks have been here for that long and they can't speak. At least she says, at least speak one. Try one,
Yeah.
English or French, to communicate. But when she sees people that have been here for 40 years and they speak none, it gets her
Yeah.
infuriated. She's like, you've been here your whole life.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Even my mother tries. French, English, she tries her best.
yeah. It's a lot of yelling.
Granted, it's broken, but
The broken is the
Like
problem.
your mom.
Yeah, exactly. It's the yelling that's the problem. Because other people would be like, you don't even have an accent, like, bonjour. Her is like, bonjour, you understand? Bonjour.
Yeah, all of her words.
but she's just naturally loud. Like she's a big woman, and like when she talks, she looks like she's screaming, but she's just talking. Why are you laughing?
She
We
looks
sh-
like she's
They-
screaming.
You know,
That's stupid.
you know how your dad always has stupid inventions? He should invent something that's like a reverse bullhorn for your mom. That whenever you yell in it, it's super quiet.
Duct tape.
So it's like, whoa, holy shit! Jesus
Yeah, so
Christ.
she's like, bonjour. And people are going, oh yeah, her French is getting better. Help, help, help. Oh yeah, that's perfect English. Yeah, I understood that right
She's trying.
away.
Oh, so I think the future is looking grim, Mike. I went to my girlfriend's graduation yesterday for her master's
God.
degree. And I got to see a lot of people graduate. It was like an over 2-hour ceremony.
Okay.
But I thought it was just like one thing. But, you know, everyone has their own departments, right? Like human resources,
Oh,
this
and
and
they
that.
put them all together?
All together, which is already a problem because that's why it takes 2 hours. Okay.
Yeah.
But then I start to realize, I go, oh, a lot of these people got masters in something that doesn't really exist.
Okay.
They just made up stuff. They're going to be unemployed for a while. So you would have people that went up. They're like, international business. And you're like, oh, nice. So they're doing and now we move on to the international business for domestic products. I was like, well, that's a weird one. Okay, specific. They get that. And then like, now international business for nationals. I'm like, well, what the fuck? These are made up things at this point. They don't exist. It's like law in November, doorknob law. Like, come on, guys.
Law and Order Thursdays.
I'm like, fuck, man. There was one that I laughed a lot about because it was like computers. International computers. Now let's give one for international computers as they pertain to the domestic market. I was like, oh, that guy's not getting a job. That guy is fucked. That guy. It was just random, really niche things. And I was like, why wouldn't you all go into international business? Who goes into international business as it pertains to Well, just do the international business.
Yeah.
You fucking idiots.
And then get a job in whatever stupid field that you thought was a good idea to get a degree in.
Currency. International currency, local currency as it pertains to doorknobs. Like, it's just fucking stupid niche things that will go down. And they all go, everything is a cult. Everything is like a clique. Because all of the administration shows up and they're all wearing robes, but they're all wearing different robes depending on what school they went to, right? So one guy looked like Pablo Picasso. Like, one guy looked like he wanted to paint me naked. Like, he had the big hat. It wasn't the graduation hat. He looked different from everyone else. He looked like a Renaissance painter.
Okay.
And I was like, you're an adult, sir, you know?
Yeah.
So they all get on. But then there's people that were there. You'd think they would get up. There was more than half of the teachers, professors that were there dressed up didn't get up for the, like, it wasn't one of their departments, I guess, represented, or they didn't have to be there. They didn't do anything. They just sat there and they're wearing their costumes. And I was like, you guys are fucking adults wearing
creepy.
costumes. Sitting. It looked like the new Harry Potter movie. They're all sitting there, like Hogwarts. And I was like, what? You're adults. And they're like, you don't know what you're giving to the future. Now share your knowledge. And I was like, what knowledge? You've taught most of these idiots the same thing you taught those idiots, but less, like, it's just so stupid.
I think that like it should be just like you need the hat to throw up for the picture, but it should be you're dressed like in a suit and you have the hat.
But the students, it makes sense to me because they'll throw it up. It's their ceremony. Yeah. Why are you dressed like a fucking cartoon character as an adult to hands? Like, stop it.
I think it's because we're in Canada. Because I don't think they're like that in the States. And like here in Canada, just in court, our fucking lawyers dress like hey, there's a costume party. I'm going to be a judge.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like if he sees the judge, it goes, I want to be a judge too.
Yeah. You don't hear, have you ever been to real court when that happens?
Ow. Fuck. Sorry.
Did you, you weren't on him, the camera? Oh man, he's had a seizure.
My knee buckled.
Oh, it buckled while you're sitting down.
Buckle.
Why do you have so much pressure?
Too much weight on it.
No. If I keep it
while sitting.
No. If I keep it too long in the same position, because I've injured both my knees many times.
You get on your knees a lot.
Promotions,
just
baby.
baby.
Kneel down when you're doing that, or get on the bed.
Yeah.
When I leave it in the same position for too long,
you lie down on your side, and then the other guy does the work because he squats down, and then he fucks your mouth. Come on.
But have you know court how it is when they get just like that here? That's only here. The first time I ever went, I was trying to hold in laughs.
Yeah.
I was like, why are they dressed like Muppets? Like, you want me to take you seriously, right? And you're wearing a dress. Like, listen, dude, you're a grown ass man.
I asked my lawyer when I was in court. I was like, what are you wearing underneath? And he says sometimes he keeps his pajamas on.
No.
So imagine I paid $180,000 to a man wearing his pajamas. He doesn't fucking like. He's like, all right, court day. I don't fucking out of bed, off to work.
If it was my first time in court and I had a high profile case like yours, and the guy walked in, not even if I saw him wearing that cloak, I'd be like, I'm losing this case. I'm losing this guy. This guy's late to a costume party. Why are you wearing a wig, sir?
Yeah.
Why are you wearing a fake wig?
They do in Canada. They don't have the wigs, but I think in Britain they still.
In
have
Britain
that.
they still have the
they
fake
have the
George
fake,
Washington,
the white wig.
But hold on. Isn't a wig fake hair? What's
they put it on top of their it's not every day.
Yeah.
They just have a white one.
They become basically Hasidic Jewish women.
Yeah. they
cover everything.
They cover everything. It's like, so you're telling me you cannot judge this case if you're not dressed like George Washington? Like, what does that have to do with your judgment? Clearly, your judgment is fucked up. It's impaired already.
they all have like, the what would Jesus do? But they're like, isn't it supposed to be a J at the end? No, it's not Jesus. It's George.
Why do they have the white hair? Like, what does that represent?
I don't know.
White power. What does it
Oh
represent?
Jesus!
Yeah.
No, but what does that represent? Why do they have white?
It's probably in the old days when they're like, with age comes wisdom. So they're like, I want to look old.
So stupid.
Yeah, it's probably something as dumb as that.
It might be. Well, all of this is dumb.
By the way, fun fact about the schools.
Oh, I'm waiting.
All right, fun fact.
At Harvard and Yale, between the 40s and the 70s, every
Harvard and Yale are schools.
yeah,
That was the fun
Fun
fact.
fact.
no, every new student that would come into the school that was accepted,
Yeah.
they had to take naked pictures of them. So they even have naked pictures.
You're
of
thinking
George
of
Bush.
Scientology.
No. Look, I
Hold
have
on.
it here.
To join like a fraternity or the actual school?
No.
Every
fraternity.
freshman, the actual school, every freshman.
He shows the school. I think it was a fraternity.
That's a frat thing.
It sounds very frat-like.
Why do you have so many pictures of naked men?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
It's research.
These are
Mike.
all presidents.
Yeah. No, he's like, it's research, Harvard, Yale stuff, bro.
Between the 1940s and 70s. Sorry.
Oh, and it's written fun fact on the
Yeah.
on the cover. Yeah.
Harvard
is
and
fun
Yale
fact.
took nude photos of each entering freshman student. Thousands and thousands of pictures were taken of students, including George Bush, Diane Sawyer, Meryl Streep,
Sawyer.
and Hillary Clinton.
Oh, those are all disgusting photos.
God damn. It's weird that so the first day of Yale and the first day of jail is the exact same thing. Yeah, that was probably something written by a Mexican dude. Or a Mexican lady.
made up?
I went to Yale. It's because
Oh, yeah.
I was in Yale. Why?
It is jail,
God.
Poseidon.
Oh, God.
Because I punched somebody. I gave him a yab. What? I yab right to
I gave him in the face. And then, naked photo.
a naked foot.
Oh, shit.
Ah, balls. But yeah, it's very culty. Like when I was watching, and because when you're in it, you don't realize it.
Yeah.
Like when I was in school, I never thought about it. But now when I was just looking as an observer and I saw, because everyone's so excited, they're not really thinking of what's being said and what's being done. So just the little things like, we count on you to come back and contribute. We're going to call on you in the
Oh,
future.
yeah.
And that's just for money. Basically, they all want to justify. And some people, some departments, master's degree, they're like, and now we go to another made up department. And they had 1 or 2 graduates. I was like, that teacher's fucking useless. That teacher is useless when 2 people leave with a diploma, right? Get rid of this fucking person. So it's all about getting money from international students, the government, wherever they can, so that they don't have to work a real job and they all stay there and make excuses. And that same school I went to, no, not the same, the architect on the same, is it still HEC or the architect or Polytechnic?
I have no idea.
The architect one, I had went a year ago to see, no, 2 years ago to see, my girlfriend's friend, she was showing her like final, like they make these models of the future, these buildings should build, right? And it was their final exam. And everyone had a final exam. And 2 of them stood out to me because one, I thought was a church. I was like, okay, so you're building a church? He's like, no. There's a cross and everything. It looks like a church, right? But really, it's so people can go in and do heroin. And I was like, what do you mean do heroin? He's like, did you know that a lot of people do heroin?
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I know that a lot of people do heroin. He's like, well, there's not a lot of safe places to do it. I go, so is it like rehab? No, there's no rehab. They could just go in there and we'll clean the needles.
And
do it.
that's his business.
Yeah. And I go, well, why does it look like a church? He goes, because people feel safe in churches. And it's like, but you're not, if it's rehab, it will make sense. But if you're just giving them a place and then you're going to go clean, who are you going to pay to go clean needles? Where are you going to get this money? They don't have any money to pay you. So, and then I saw another one, which was a series in this city.
Oh, my God.
You remember the hammocks?
Fucking weird.
A series of hammocks that are where the telephone lines are, right? Hammocks, so that poor people can sleep in the winter. You're gonna freeze to death, bro. You're gonna be an ice. It's how cold it is. Hammocks in the sky.
They're going to be very heavy icicles. And
in
if something
Montreal.
snaps,
In Montreal, and these are master's degrees, people. So I look at this and I look at my girlfriend and I go, are these
so
people fucking retarded?
stupid.
And
So
she goes, it's
stupid.
just how it is. I go, if I was a fucking professor, I'd be like, get the fuck out of my school. You psycho. These are just things that little children would draw. And they had built it like, he's like, these are hammocks. I was like, these are hammocks for what? Like outdoors, people would sleep in them. I go, like, for this city? He's like, yeah. I was like, you realize how fucking cold? You can't even put these on the ground. People will die. How are they gonna get up there? How are they gonna get down?
I have a hammock at my house in the summer, and just here it rains a lot. So I have to put it up when I want to use it, and then put it inside.
This would be up all the time.
So imagine in the winter how fucking useless that'd be.
And you would have homeless people, I guess, climbing ladders.
Yeah, and all right, I can sleep in a nice wet blanket.
Yeah, but also, how's that gonna go? You
Yeah.
have drunk homeless guys climbing a ladder. That's not gonna go off the rails. No one's gonna fall off and kill themselves into traffic because they're over traffic. Like his thing is like around buildings. Like you're over like the streets.
Maybe he
You're
wants
throwing stuff down.
Maybe either he wants to kill homeless people, or that'd be good to like clean windshields.
Just homeless guys falling.
Because you're but they're
What, they're pissing?
No, but
No,
they're
no,
just there, and then you rub up against them.
No, they're really high. They're high. Like where the telephone, like they were high up, like crazy shit, like crazy shit. You know what it is? It's these kids that
You know, you
no
know what
work
happened?
experience.
I'm pretty sure he went to see a show for like Le Cirque du Soleil or some circus, and he
You could
was
do
like,
it.
"Fuck." Instead of flipping, if they were sleeping,
yeah.
homeless could do that.
Instead of tickets, what if they had no money?
But imagine like I don't know, they freeze and like a line snaps and it just like a line of homeless
Die.
swinging
Like dominoes.
and like
Poseidon,
breaks a
everything
bunch of
about
cars.
this, everything about this is fucked. Like it can never happen. You would have to have the most psychotic, not dumb, a psychotic person in charge to let that happen. But the problem is that's what I was telling my girlfriend. I go, this is the future.
Yeah.
And she's like, stop making fun. I go, but this is the future. I go,
And
the future is bleak.
Because someone that has that idea that's in university, you're like, how did they make it to university? But if you have that idea, and because everyone has stupid ideas.
Yeah.
So if you have that idea, you should be smart enough to know this is really stupid. I shouldn't fucking tell anyone about my idea.
but it was on display.
And
He's like, eh?
Not
Eh?
just,
Unless
And everyone was nice except for me. Everyone was like, oh, and then how would it? And I was like, what are you talking about? Are they gonna die? You know how fucking cold? Like I was that asshole. Like that.
was the student? Did you tell the? Do you know who the inventor?
Yeah, he
of
was
that-
right there. They were right there, and I kept talking
You
shit.
asked him.
Yeah, I was like, what?
What'd he say?
They were just getting, oh no, but it's on top.
Okay,
and
so he
then
was
they
serious
could-
about it.
Yeah, they were serious.
Oh,
Even the heroin guy
goddamn.
was serious.
What a fucking idiot!
Yeah, they were all serious. They're just idiots.
how they
This happens. You have to. You ever see something like construction wise, like here in the city? You ever see it and you're like, am I just
That's so
cynical or is that
stupid.
so? The reason is because a lot of these idiots progress. Because the way schooling is now. Remember how they used to complain about like standardized tests? I used to make fun of that. There's something true to that. There's something true to memorization and what you know and really being intelligent. It doesn't mean that if you fail an exam or if you pass an exam, you're smart or stupid. Because like you, for example, right? If you read some stuff, I teach you something and you could memorize it and regurgitate on the test, you could pass that exam.
Yeah.
But I also wouldn't trust you with this kind of project because I know you're a fucking idiot, even though you do well in the exam. Do you know what I mean? So there's people like that who are very good at memorizing and writing tests down, but then they have no real social skills, imagination, all the stuff that you need to put together to think of a plan like this.
When I was in Afghanistan, there was the first year that the Canadian Army went to Afghanistan. All of our vehicles were green, like they were all green camouflage in a country that doesn't have trees.
Yeah, I remember when they were complaining about the uniforms.
So that then they made it beige camouflage. But what they didn't do at first, they had like armored vehicles, so you couldn't shoot a bullet through it. But the bottom wasn't armored. And in Afghanistan, no one had fucking guns. They only had fucking landmines.
Yeah.
So you could have driven any car that had a really good bottom and something on the top to make sure it doesn't, when you flip over, it doesn't kill you. But it took like 2 years for them to change it. And every fucking soldier that was there was like, this is stupid. Like, just fix this. And they were like, no, but we talked to whatever fucking guy in Ottawa and he knows what he's doing. No one knows what they're doing.
No one knows.
God damn, bro.
And when you think about it, it gets a little scary. Like me, when I was thinking about a lot of these kids, they're going to be those guys that they get this finance job and then you talk to them about and you're like, wait, what the fuck are you saying? And they're just regurgitating something stupid. I saw that on display last night like, oh, I know this idiot because they got a degree in something nonsense like my cousin had. And I was like, this is like the ping pong master, my cousin who got a degree in ping pong. So I was like, how the fuck do you bring yourself to do this? And then think, well, at least I got a degree.
Yeah.
It's like that class they had at Concordia. How to be you talked about
How to be cool?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's talking about on stage. There's a class called
There was a class, How to Be Cool.
Yeah. And my joke was, first of all, the trick for that class should be that as soon as you sign up, you fail.
Yeah.
Because that's the least cool thing you could do is sign up
Yeah.
for a How to Be Cool class, right?
Yeah.
And then I go, who teaches this? Like Andrew Dice Clay, like who's teaching this fucking class? And then one of my friends, he was in comedy here, but I think he moved to Ontario now. It was his buddy that was running that class. He was the teacher there, and he said they would talk about like different hip hop stuff or whatever. But How to Be Cool as a class, like that's an accredited university, a respected university that class shouldn't exist. You shouldn't get credits for something called How to Be
Absolutely
Cool.
not.
And the teacher is teaching you about hip hop.
Yeah, that's so cool.
What a fucking idiot. Jesus Christ.
Nah.
Fuck.
Yeah, or The Art of Being Cool, something like that.
It's
I
a
don't know.
mess
I
out
forgot
there.
now.
That's why I'm happy. Like I don't listen to the news anymore, and I don't like. I used to be super curious, and I'd like to find out about shit. Like a couple of years ago, if I would have heard that, I would have been like, I want to learn more about the class. About
I want to be cool.
just to make fun of it. But
Yeah.
now, whenever I hear that, it just makes me sad. I'm like, fuck. This is the end. Like we've officially become we're like the last 2 years of the Roman Empire.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just going downhill, and nobody.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't see it. They don't see how dumb all of this is.
Fuck.
So fucking stupid.
We're fucked.
Yeah. I believe that for schools, I think that, first of all, you should limit useless things and push things that we need, right? Like, how many marketing majors do you need? Like, everyone's fucking, I'm in marketing, bro. I'm in marketing. You can't even market yourself. That's why no one's hiring you. You know, like, how many, still think about it. How many
Yeah.
people do we know in marketing that don't work in marketing?
A lot, actually.
Yeah. That don't work. And by not working in marketing, some they'll work in finance, some they'll work at restaurants still, some all different stuff, not even marketing adjacent, you know? And that I'm just using marketing just because it's closer to us because we know
Yeah.
some people. But there's all kinds of fields like that where in reality here we have a shortage of nurses. Like we have, there's certain fields that they should push kids in.
Or they should make it if you pick one of those stupid majors, like they're like, you're going to be studying, the first day of class, they're like, okay, grab your paintbrush and paint that wall yellow. And you're like, no, but I signed up. Exactly. You're going to be a painter. All right. I want to be whatever stupid, useless thing.
Yeah.
Fucking, okay, today you're going to learn how to mow a lawn.
Or their first day of class, they start handing out McDonald's hats.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's restaurateurs. Oh, they even give degrees for entrepreneurship, apparently. Like two girls just, I think, got that. Like, and I was like, that's not something you give a degree. And you're like, I'm an entrepreneur. That's not how that works, right? Like,
I'm a go-getter.
yeah. So I was looking at it, I go, what a fucking dumb, what a stupid school.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
But everyone's so happy. And I was very territorial. There was only 2 Greek girls. I didn't even know them. The second I heard their name, I was like, yeah! I was super
Were they in something stupid? Or?
Yes. No, one of them was in something good, I think. One of them was in something good. The other one was in something I was like, it doesn't matter though. You're Greek. Go. You're a go-getter. But so many, you know what's impressive though? They even mentioned it. I was like, that's a cool statistic. They go, in this school, like 40 years ago, there was 2% female graduates. This year, it's 52%. I was like,
shit.
yeah. And then but then I had a joke because as soon as I saw what was happening, I go, that's because 48% of the men realized how stupid these things are. It'll take them a couple of years to realize. That's why.
Oh,
So like, I'm just gonna go work. You know?
Yeah.
When did you quit school? Like, where did you get to?
I got to my first year at Concordia University, and I was
Okay.
like, "This is fucking."
In what?
I hate this. Marketing. I had some. I
Okay.
had like introduction to marketing and shit, and I'm like, hold on. And then I had to finish some math courses, and I'm like, this is fucking stupid. I didn't like it. I hated it. And also, they were saying like, in 5 years when you graduate, you'll start.
You're
at
like,
30
excuse me, sir, it'll be 7.
they were like, you'll start at $30,000 a year, and I was like,
I remember.
I'm making 70 at Telus. I was like, this is
Yeah, when
stupid.
you were selling.
Yeah.
Well, that's what
I
happened
was 19 years old.
when I was going at night.
Fuck.
I was going at night to Concordia, and the day I was working full time at EA, and that's what was happening. They were saying like, "What, you can go and all that." I was like, "I'm the boss of people who did this, who grad." And also, what are you talking about? And also, that's not good money. Like you're telling people you're gonna spend you're gonna be out of school in your 30s, and you're looking to make under 40 G's. They would be
Terrible.
making more money if they would just work this whole fucking time. What are you talking about?
Or fuck, get a job in construction, man.
No,
Something.
you don't have to go. Like you might not. Like,
You
it's
don't
just
have to, but
work. To me, when my biggest thing has always been work experience, and that's for, no matter what
it
they tell you.
depends the domain. Though.
It depends the domain.
Like I don't want a dentist who's like I learned
On the job.
no. Certain things.
But
you have
most
no
things,
choice.
most things, what if I have the choice to hire someone? Let's say, it's not like I got straight A's in school. That's theoretical. But if I get a guy who's like, look, I didn't finish my school, but this is what I've done the last 5 years. These are the projects I worked on. This is what I could do. I know what you actually could do. I'd rather go with that person. And a lot of people are like that, I think.
I went to McGill. I only did 1 year, but they never talked about the money we'd make. I don't know if that was just a Concordia thing.
No, it's just now thing.
Or
Yeah.
maybe I went 10,
To keep
15
you
years
motivated.
before. Yeah. That would have fucking discouraged me. Because when you're young and you go to university, especially if you're like in business,
Yeah.
you think you're like, okay, look, I'm patient. I'm going to be a millionaire by the time I'm 23,
Yeah.
billionaire by the time I'm 30. And then, so you don't want to hear, okay, if you work really hard, you can make 34,000 a year.
You could pay this debt that you've accumulated. You could pay it off in the next 30 years. You don't want to hear that.
Yeah, especially telling you you're going to make 35,000 a year.
But you owe us half a million.
Yeah. What the fuck? What a stupid fucking thing.
Yeah.
It really.
But then they emphasize that's starting out.
Yeah.
I used to love that.
But it's
Starting out. We're
Yeah.
starting out. I was like, I'm gonna get the fuck out of this class. This is crazy. This is fucking absurd. Yeah, but anyway, I was in school for history, so I took marketing as a minor. So I did because you were able to go to like John Molson to do the marketing stuff. I took that first class and I didn't like it. I had to finish it. You can't leave if you don't fucking drop out too early. But it wasn't. I was like, I don't like the way they're. It felt stupid, you know.
Thing I found was weird. I don't know if this is still like that, but because our teacher in marketing, he'd just tell us, because people would be like, he'd ask you, what is marketing? And people would go, it's just, it's a way of selling your shit. No, it's not that. And then he'd try to make it fucking deep, and he like it's almost philosophy, and you're like, no, it's fucking it's getting your shitty product into someone's hands.
Yeah, I mean, I remember them teaching us the cash cow and the different products. There's certain products that it's just milking money from people. Like you already established a network, you already have it. It's just about taking more. Like landlines, for example. The more people they would add or whatever, it wouldn't cost them more money. It was the infrastructure was already
Yeah.
there. So little things like that. And it was nice strategically to learn that. But just the fact of the whole point is how you're going to fuck someone over to buy something they don't want, you know?
And plus, when they're telling you this is easy money and this is the best business ever, landlines, and then you're like, by the time even your last year, you're like, where do I call you? I don't have a landline anymore. Have you ever texted someone that doesn't have a cell phone?
Like text their landline?
Yeah, that's
years ago.
I have a friend that doesn't, like, he's proud that he doesn't have a cell phone, and he keeps on telling me, I'll never have a cell phone, but he, like, if he leaves his house, and you can't get a hold of him. And like last year, I forgot that he didn't have a cell phone, so I just texted him something, so it calls his house, and then it goes, you have a message, and then it goes like it's like a robot trying to read what you said.
But is it shit? It's not like now. It's
No,
like a shit
and I
robot.
texted him in French, and it's an English voice. Since my phone, my account is in English, but it's a French guy.
Tabernacle.
So it
Pourquoi
said,
tu as pas un cellulaire? Like it's a. It's like it sounds like Mike Patterson.
Yeah.
My head hurts.
But he, like, I told him, like, I sent like 3 messages, and I was like, "What? You never got back to me?" And he was like, when did you send me an email?" I was like, "I texted you," and then he goes, "Oh fuck!" And then he was angry. He was like, "Cause I scared his kid."
Oh, the kid had to. Oh,
The kid was like, "I think someone kidnapped Grandpa."
That's amazing.
There's a robot.
So this guy never got into cell phones.
Never got, and he keeps on telling me, he goes, "It only bothers other people. It doesn't bother me." I was like, "Yeah, because you're fucking. Whenever you go anywhere with him, he's like, give me your phone, and then he'll text people.
That's what bothers other people.
And then he'll call people, and or he'll go like, okay, he asks for quarters. He's like, give me 2 quarters. I have to call my wife, and I'm like,
First of all, you should carry quarters if you're that
yeah.
guy.
And you should if you use payphones, you should carry a payphone because they don't have them anymore. Like I saw in the last year, I saw 1 payphone.
Yeah, they don't have payphones anymore. You should have a pager and a bag of heroin on you.
Yeah.
You should just commit to the bit.
Yeah. If you don't have a cell phone, you should walk around with your waterbed.
God damn.
Because as much as it sucks that it's always listening to us.
Yeah, and we're always on it, but
Yeah.
it's nice.
But it's super useful now because what you just said. Imagine you're walking and you need to call someone. You're like, let me borrow your phone. You know, annoying. Fuck you, stupid. Get a phone.
Thing too, I realized yesterday I was talking to someone about how your phone listens to you and then they try to sell you shit.
Always.
But the good thing is right now I'm in a place in my life that like I know exactly what I like, what I don't like. So everything that I want, I kind of have. And everything else, I fucking hate it. So even if they listen to me, they can't sell me anything.
Yeah, you don't care.
Like I only have... Today I forget on what website. And it was just ads for someone. I heard something stupid. They sell cabins on Amazon. So you can buy like a summer house or a cottage on Amazon. Someone
they ship it to you.
Someone told me that, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And then I checked, and they're little shitty houses made in China, and so I looked at a couple of them, and then now I like every website I've been to in the last 2 days, I have ads for. Do you want a summer house? It's only $6,000, but it's just like a fucking. It's just a steel container with windows.
So Poseidon, if shit goes downhill,
What do you mean?
if shit actually goes downhill, what you're gonna do is you're gonna max out your credit card by buying one of these summer homes. We're gonna put it in a parking lot, and that's it. You're set.
I get weird ads all the time for jewelers in Miami and stuff.
Yeah, no shit, because of all the shit you look up. Yo, what about that bling?
Yeah.
I get like for suits as well, like custom made suits.
Yeah.
But the business is based in fucking
Rwanda.
some weird place.
Yeah, I told you to watch out for that because sometimes he's impulsive. He sees it and he clicks on the ad to buy it, but it's not all Amazon. Some is like from random ass Shopatumi, and it's like, please send your money to Zimbabwe. It's like, I'm not.
What's the best suit I can buy with my MasterCard number 6437219?
That'd be the best.
Expiry date.
All the Nigerians love him.
Yeah. Then he's like, these are bad ads. I forgot to put the little code.
Oh, I saw something that made me laugh. It was like 2-3 Nigerian students that all were like the main guys getting the diploma for like internet related business, like and it made me laugh so much. I was like,
Oh god.
They got the info they need. They're going back to send us some emails about how the prince needs money.
That's fucking hilarious.
And all of those guys, the only fucking like degree they need is learn how to spell. Because it's always the fucking worst spelling.
That's how you know that there's fuckery.
Yeah.
You know what they started doing now with these fake emails? I get them for like Amazon. They go like, your Amazon account was hacked or stuff like that. And what they do is now they changed the name. Instead of you seeing something, the name, they made it like help@amazon.com. So you think it's real. But all you have to do is click on it.
And then you go, the email is Janine at...
Shapakuku. Click. So I'm like, that's
Shapakuku.
Yeah. Dude, look at it. It's all like, shloop, bloop, bloop. It's all random shit.
Oh, I was getting calls from the Canadian Border Agency.
What were they saying?
It was a spam, obviously. And
I'm pretty sure it was the real people.
No. I kept missing the phone call, and then I'm like, this is weird. And then I Google Canadian Border Service Agency scam on Google, and right away scammed is that. And on their website, the official border service of Canada, on their website they say if you get a phone call from us or emails or anything. It's not legit.
We don't call anyone.
That's not how we contact
Was the
people.
area code 011?
No, it was a 1-800 number.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And he kept calling. And at some point I'm driving. I'm going to his place and I answer the phone. And
Oh, yeah.
and the guy goes, yes, hello, this is Matt King from the Canadian Border Agency.
Oh, that sounds like a Matt King.
And I'm like, listen, you've been calling me for 4 fucking days, you fucking asshole. I go, do not fucking call this number again, or there's gonna be serious repercussions. Like this. He goes, excuse me, sir. Did you fucking hear me? Did you fucking hear what I just fucking said? Okay, sorry, bye.
Yeah, they found a village in India. Apparently, they arrested 57 people or something that were behind most of these Canadian ones.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Last week they were talking about it because apparently the government was getting super pissed because there's so many stupid people in the country.
Yeah.
They kept sending Indians money, thinking that they were paying taxes they didn't know they had to pay. It's fucking completely absurd that they fell for that. But even now, most companies have an outsource system where it's either India or the Philippines. And they pretend. I don't mind if it's outsourced. I don't like you pretending like you're here.
Yeah.
That bothers me. It happened with Telus like a year. Remember when I was trying to buy it the first time I wanted to get a Pixel phone, and I called because they charged my credit card 3 times for 3 phones. I was like, motherfuckers.
Telus?
Yeah. So I called them to rectify it, and it was in the Philippines.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it was in the Philippines because I knew from the accent. Oh, I'm assuming Philippines, but I'm from the accent. It was a Filipino girl, and and then she wasn't understanding what I was saying about the credit card. I go, "Do you have anyone there?" I go, "No offense, that's like a native English speaker." And she's like, "Yeah, I'm a native English. You know, I'm English." I was like, "Fuck, man, do you have anyone in this country, in this part of the world?" She's like, "Yeah, we're in this country." I go, "Yeah, what is this country? Like, fucking, you're not."
Did she know?
No.
Was she's like,
No.
yeah, can I call a friend?
No, the funniest was when somebody goes, "We are in Canada." I go, "Yeah, of course you are."
Did she use the word Canadian?
Canadian. Shit, Canadian. We're in Canadian. Yeah, we are in Canadian. I go, of course. Yeah, you're in Canadian. What a country, Canadian. And then I said, I'll call back. But when I called in the daytime, it was in Toronto. It was a guy in Toronto that I got. But at nighttime, it was the Philippines.
The trick is to call in French when you call customer service, and then switch to English. But people who work, because you're gonna land on somebody who works in Quebec, and they all speak English and French, so they don't mind switching.
For the record, Belle, who I don't like. Recently,
Nobody likes
I
Belle.
called and I went straight to French. I chose French and I spoke in French as well as I could, which was pretty good.
Yeah, you speak well.
And the guy was the best. I even told him, I go, "This is the best fucking customer service." He's like, "Oh, really? Thank you." It was because there's a guy from here.
Yeah.
And I told him what I need, what's going on. He's like, "I will fucking fix this shit for you." He was cool as a guy because he was a Quebecer from here.
Oh, me too. I got recently good customer service from Telus, an Indian guy from Toronto. Yeah.
Yeah, you need
Excellent.
people. You need
Yeah,
people
yeah.
in the country. You need people who know.
I got shit customer service from Skip the Dishes.
I never use them.
Fuck. I was pissed off because I ordered from them 2 weeks ago. And I order and then I see I see where the guy is and he's like 10 minutes away. And then I get a text message. It goes, "Hey, the guy's at your door." So then I go back to see where he is, but I can't see anymore. And it just goes, "Your order was delivered." And then I go, "Okay." And then I wait like 20 minutes and then nothing. Cause he hadn't even taken the bridge yet to go to the South Shore. So then I text, I go, "I never got my order," and it says, "If you have a problem, call this number or chat here." So I go to chat. I go, "Look, I never got the order," and they go, "Okay, we'll call the restaurant." I'm like, "Don't call the restaurant."
It's the
I
driver.
saw the fucking driver. He was driving, and they're like, "Okay, we'll call the restaurant." I was like, "It's not the restaurant. It's
my
the
God.
driver." Okay. What's your order number? I was like, "I don't know. If you know the restaurant, you know the order number."
Yeah.
They're like, "No, but we need the order number." So then I went in my history, found the order number. I give them the order number. They go, "Okay, what did you order?" I was like, "Well, look at the order number." So then I wrote what I ordered. Okay, and put the last 4 digits of your credit card just to make sure. So I put those, and then it takes like 40 minutes, and then they go, "Oh yeah, the guy delivered it to the wrong address." And I was like, "How can you deliver it? Like it wasn't just the wrong address; it's the wrong city."
Yeah.
And then they were like, "Okay, but yeah, so we're gonna cancel your order. We can give you a voucher for your next order."
No.
And I was like, "There isn't gonna be a next order."
Yeah. Exactly. That's
Yeah.
what I do too. When they fuck
Yeah.
around like that, I'm like, no, there isn't. You fucking idiots.
But the guy, like, because I think that's a problem, like, where I live, since I'm not on the island. And you can order anywhere from, like a 20-mile radius or whatever. So the guy probably saw, oh, fuck, I got to get on the bridge. So he probably just said, fuck it, delivered, and ate my lunch.
No,
The last time I went to Greece, it was before I met Mike.
I think
It
so.
was a few months before I met you.
Yeah, you've never been to Greece since we know each
It was the summer before I met you, and it was in August. And I went for 3 weeks. I took my girlfriend there. She had never been to Greece. So she's not Greek, so it was exciting, right? And when we were in Crete, I didn't want to stay with family. Obviously, you want your freedom.
Yeah.
So I had booked a hotel on Expedia, which I book everything from them normally, right? We get to this hotel, Mike, and right away I knew it was suspicious. First of all, everything smelled like shit around there. And right away we get to the hotel, and I'm like, this is suspect. So I get in, I start talking to people, and it looks fucking broken and dirty, and the room wasn't ready. And I was looking at people, and I go, I don't want to stay here. This is fucked up. So it was like a mess. It didn't look anything like the photos.
And the photos, was it supposed to be like, was it 3 or 4 star?
It was like a 4-star. It was like
Okay,
fucking nice. Like
okay.
you look at the photos, it looked
wasn't
pristine.
some shit.
Simply
you
No,
have in the
obviously I
hotel.
wouldn't have booked it if
No,
it was
no, but-
yeah. So I look at that and I was like, oh, these fucking people lie, and then people come here and they don't complain. And then I noticed what they were doing is a lot of Russians were coming in big buses. So they were coming down from Russia. They had like these tour programs. And for Russian villagers that would come down, to them,
This is nice.
yeah. But so I'm like, so I'm trying to talk to Expedia standing stuff, and they're Expedia's trying to fuck with, like trying to blow me off. Oh, it's the hotel. I go, it's not the hotel, but I bought it from you guys, and these photos are inaccurate.
Yeah.
And like, no, they're not inaccurate. So then I start taking photos of where we really are. Like, look, tell me if it's not inaccurate. And my girlfriend points behind the person at the front desk, and she's like, show him, take a photo of that. There was a light, like a light fixture behind that didn't have the light on, but a bird had made a nest.
No.
Inside. Yeah.
No, no.
And I'm like, oh, that's a good one. I go, so while I'm talking, you take one from the side. So I took that. That was the last one I sent that I go, give my fucking money back. I go, I'm not staying here. So I complained to people in front, and they said, you can't get your money back from, I go, listen, whether I get it back from Expedia or I have to come back here and get it from you guys, I'm getting my fucking money back. There's no fucking way. And then I went outside yelling because I'm loud. And there was a Greek guy who had, it's like little apartments, little condos, fucking nice. And he's like, what happened to you? But because he heard that I was Greek, He's like, I thought you were one of these Russians. Like, I'm not one of these Russians. And then he's like, what happened?
These Russians.
He's like, what happened? He's like, yeah, because these idiots don't know when they book it. I go, yeah, I didn't know either. Like, I book. He goes, we might have, because my daughter runs the like mini hotel thing. We might have an extra room. So they gave me a little apartment there. I rented from them. I had paid them cash, and it was fucking beautiful. They brought us when I left. They gave us tea to take with us, all kinds of stuff. Like, we became friends with them, and it was super nice. I even locked myself out one night, and I had to wake them up in the middle of the night because I had to come open up. But they were but I got lucky. And even the car, I rented a car there. Dude, I forgot. I rented a car. I needed a car. There was one automatic car left because I never drive manual, so I was fucking scared to take the mountains.
They had automatic
They had
cars.
one automatic car, a white one that I took. It said that it was a Focus, but it was smaller than the ones we have here, bro. It was very small. It looked.
Yeah. So in Europe, they're intermediate.
Anyways, I'm just saying that it was
It's
smaller.
a little weird.
Fun fact.
It was smaller.
Their cars are smaller. Let me explain it for 8 minutes.
But you know how much? You know how much they trusted me. So I was wearing a wife beater, and it was my soccer team logo on Ajax, right? They were Ajax fans, so they were excited. You know how much they trusted me? They rented me the car. I realized after we drove off, so we're driving. I had to
You
bring it
never
back.
gave your credit card?
No credit card, nothing. They gave me like, bring it
What
back. We'll
company?
charge. That was there. It was a local thing. What
Oh,
company?
a local company. Okay.
Yeah. The guy gave it to me, and I brought it back. Obviously, I had filled it up, everything. I paid him after, but didn't take my credit card down. Didn't ask for nothing. He's like, it's this fucking guy. He's an Ajax fan. He'll be fine.
Man, I remember.
Plus, I was also staying right next door. But
Yeah.
yeah.
I remember in Crete, I got into an altercation with a car rental agent.
I know you've told us this many times on this
On the
very
show?
show. Yeah.
Really? No, I haven't.
You had your.
You told it twice today.
No, when you had your ex-girlfriend, and it was they were telling you that the car wasn't ready, or you hadn't, but you had already booked it, you already paid for it.
Yeah, paid,
Yeah.
and they tried to charge me more. And
Yeah,
shit.
you've told us this on this very
I
podcast
have?
when you first
Yeah.
came on. Yeah,
Wow.
that was one of the first things. That one and another guy that in Crete that bothered you when you went to a nightclub.
That I remember.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we know about these.
We should start playing a game. Like before every episode, just write down what story we think he's gonna tell. And then- I have something happen to me this weekend that I thought was pretty funny. I was doing a show. There's a guy that it's a horrible story. He thought he was having appendicitis. He went to the hospital, and then they realized there was something fucked up with him. They didn't know what it was, so they put him in an artificial coma so he wouldn't die.
Oh, shit.
And then his body fucking stopped working, so he's 100% paralyzed, and his lungs stopped working, so he's on an artificial respirator. So we raised money for this guy. So we do a show to raise money for this guy. He's got a young wife. He's got 2 kids.
Oh my god!
Yeah, fucking like it's horrible. So we do this show. After the show, it's in a little town near Quebec City, and one of the organizers was like, "Do you want to go grab a drink at the bar?" And I didn't want to go at the bar, but we were playing this sort of community center, and there was the comedy show. It was comedy and music, and there was someone's 40th birthday party. So I was like, and they were singing karaoke, and I was like, let's just go to that guy's birthday party. That'll be funny. So we ended up going to some guy's birthday
Like a random
party.
dude?
Just some dude. Like we walked in, and he fucking like, and since like it's a little town and French Canadian, so when they saw they saw us coming in, they fucking lost their minds. And the guy that it was his birthday, he was so fucking drunk. He was like, I want a picture of you. So then I grabbed a garbage can. So every time we took a picture, I was holding a garbage can in front of him because it looked like he was gonna throw up, but he never noticed.
So he's gonna see the photos.
Yeah, and he's gonna be like, "Oh,
Where'd that garbage can get?
yeah."
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's actually a fun story.
Yeah, it was really fun. I was happy we did that.
You made the birthday.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
he's gonna drink himself to death. No other birthday's gonna compare.
And it looked like a shitty party.
Until you guys walked
yeah,
in.
Yeah, it looked like really because they were like they were doing karaoke, but with it was 2 guys that were playing guitar. And I've done that before. Like if you have a really good musician and who knows everything, it's cool. But if you have one of your friends,
Some redneck on the banjo.
I could have almost been professional. Like some guy that's in a garage band, it's going to be garbage. So like we went in and I was like, I want to do this song. And they were like, okay, I can learn it. And I was like, ah,
I can learn it.
Jesus.
No.
I did one song with them that they played. Then after that, one of the girls was like, no, we're going to use YouTube. So then so we put YouTube and it was
That's
fun.
fucking embarrassing. But I got the guitar, the storage, and everything. Shut up, Steve.
Steve, go wait in the car.
Yeah. You weren't invited.
Yeah.
You came with this goddamn guitar and you ruined everything.
It just starts, Sweet Home Alabama.
Jesus Christ, he has to find a way to sneak
God
that in
damn
every
it.
episode. Sweet Home. Do you don't even know what that song means?
I don't even know where it's from.
Do you even know what Alabama is?
That's a state?
What does Alabama mean?
Cousin fuckers.
Jesus Christ, this guy. You know where you're not welcome anymore?
Your mom's house.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, what? No, what the hell?
Yeah. Seems like I heard you were talking shit about cousin fuckers. What's the problem? You don't like your parents?
Oh, come on.
You self-hating cousin fucking motherfucker.
That's nasty.
Which part?
Everything.
Do you have a cousin that we all have a cousin when we were growing up that we're like, oh, she's hot.
Yeah.
You must have a couple of those.
One that was like drop dead gorgeous.
Have you ever jerked off thinking about
No. She's like way older than me. Well, not
In
way
her
older, like
70s?
No, like 10 years.
it? Okay. I would have liked it if she was 74.
No. You're like, dude, she had her 15th birthday last week. What a looker.
Oh my
yeah.
god. She's like
Yeah,
10 years
she's
older than me. And she's a little fucked up though.
Ah, really?
Really? Fucking no.
She's
In
like
your family?
She must
She's
be
like a
adopted.
distant cousin. She's like a distant cousin. She kept going through.
She's distant by like physical standards, like she's just in a faraway
Or
place.
just,
No,
or,
like,
yeah, the look in her eye.
in related.
She's a distant cousin, and she's got the dead eyes. And then he's looking at her going, she's so fucking hot. Look at that. God damn. Fuck. And the helmet she wears when she's eating fucking brings out her eyes, brings out the drool.
Dear diary, I think I'm gonna fuck my retarded cousin.
Oh my god. No, but she was a little.
Hey Google, what do you buy a mongoloid for Christmas? I want to fuck my mongoloid cousin.
Oh yeah, dear Google,
Dear Google.
how do you seduce your mongoloid cousin?
That would be a nice title for a porno.
Holy fuck!
Jesus Christ.
On what website?
On Pornhub.
And what planet?
You know, on during my live stream on Sunday, something people ask questions about porn, and I'm like, what website do you go to? So he named porn websites, and then one of them is like, yeah, hamster.com, and people are like, wait, what?
X-hamster,
like
so-
sex hamsters or some shit.
X hamster.
And people are like, why are you watching animals getting fucked?
No, it's not
X-hamster.
animals. It's a website called xhamster.com. It's a porn website. I don't know why they called it xhamster. I don't go on it. It just sometimes when you do a
Yeah.
Google
Whoa,
search,
whoa!
no, because like okay, so sometimes I get frisky with my porn.
So do the hamsters.
And you need hamsters?
No.
Are you sure you're not looking for gerbils?
So sometimes instead of just going on Pornhub and then scrolling and finding,
You
what
go to
I
the
like-
pet store.
No,
Pets.com.
You guys have any mice?
Pets.com.
no, I
It's just
go.
jerk.
I go to Google. I go to.
Fucking Dalmatians, yeah.
I go on Google and I go.
Yeah. You prevent fires.
And I
yeah,
think.
I know.
And I think, what am I in the mood to jerk off to today?
Is that what you Google? What am I in the mood to
No,
jerk off
that's
to?
not what I Google. And then I'm like, I think, what am I in the mood to jerk off to? And then I go, and I type it in, and it gives you different websites.
Honestly, maybe I don't use Google properly. I thought that people would go on, like, let's say if I'm looking for a history thing on Wikipedia, I'll go on Wikipedia, I'll search it on Wikipedia. Or porn, you'll go on the porn site. I've never met someone who goes on Google and puts in the porn they like.
Well, no, 'cause
What
sometimes,
is a good porn for
Because
me?
sometimes
Yeah.
what you write, different porn websites will give you different results. So it's kind of like different kind of scrolling.
But-
it's like creative. It's like,
But if you want to see a threesome, like, wouldn't it be better?
no, but I mean with different porn stars, different women. It's, you know what I mean? Because like on Pornhub, you kind of see like the same shit over and over.
Yeah, porn.
No, but like the same.
All these people are fucking on this
God
site.
damn. No fun facts in this.
Jesus
Normally on YouTube, you'll get the random conspiracy video. All come here.
I had Yan did my French podcast this weekend.
saw.
And Yan was talking about he got really drunk. He never drinks, and he got really drunk. And then he started talking about the porn he likes, and it was fuck. Are you a fan of cuck porn?
No.
Yan was like, I went through a depression and I liked watching cuck porn because I wanted to fuck women while their husbands would watch and cry. And I was
Holy
like, what
shit.
the fuck? That's goddamn dark.
Jesus
That's
Christ.
fucking goddamn.
That's what wrestling is doing now. The WWE has an angle where
Like it's cuck porn, but for wrestling?
Jesus
and apparently people
Christ.
hate it. So there's a real couple.
Okay.
Rusev and Lana. He's Bulgarian. I think she's Russian. Plays a fake Russian, whatever. And they really got married. They're a real couple. And the angle that they worked in is that she cheated on him with this other wrestler, this super jacked this super jacked black guy, Bobby Lashley, and she's fucking him. So every week now, he's like, she's doing stuff, makes out with the other guy, and they're really married in real life. And then he's always trying to fight the other guy. He's like, oh, my wife, he's getting cucked every week.
No.
Yeah.
And they're married in real life.
And they're married in real life. So
fuck.
you got to watch that guy make out
Yeah.
with your wife, and then they're
Yeah.
in bed together. You know how they have in wrestling, for some reason,
Yeah.
there's cameras everywhere. They're in a hotel room, they're naked on the sheets, and she's like, oh, this guy's a real man, not like my faggot husband. And it's like, after a while, the person who's pushing that backstage really fucking doesn't like him, is
Yeah.
really fucking with him.
Oh.
And that guy fucking get a backbone. Like sign with the ECW.
Yeah, well, it doesn't exist, but sign with
Or-
AEW.
yeah.
But they've been
what's the
pushing
new
this
one?
for like weeks now, 2 months maybe.
What's
God
what's
damn.
the-
AEW.
AEW. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's hard to get out of your contract in the WWE.
But you just fucking leave.
But also,
Like-
her apparently she's been begging because they would just treat her like a hot piece of ass for like a long time.
And now they're treating her like a whore.
Yeah, so she was begging to be part of the story lineup in wrestling, wanted to get in it, and it's like, you want in? You're a whore. And she's like, well, this is what I gotta do. This is what I gotta do.
Fuck.
Yeah.
That guy. How the fuck do you sleep at night? when you're. Well, I get it's she's fake fucking someone else, but
Is she fake fucking someone else?
No, she's not really fucking him, but
Oh,
it is
okay.
weird. Oh, what did you thought? You thought like they take it to the they're method actors.
No, I don't know what I thought. To be
The guy
honest.
comes like, look, man, I really want this to be real, so
yeah.
I'm gonna lay the pipe on your wife. So it's because I'm a professional. I'm not gonna half-ass this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna dick her down. But isn't that a weird angle to?
It's
And it's like
very
the third or fourth cuck. They always do cuck angles every couple of years.
Yeah.
That is weird.
Yeah, there's something going on back there in that writing room. Someone's wife keeps getting fucked and they're getting angry.
Like the WWE goes through these phases where it becomes like sort of softcore porn.
Yeah,
So it's probably in one of those phases. Remember like when Trish Stratus was popular?
yeah,
Those years, it was easier to jerk off watching the WWE
yeah.
than finding a porn website.
Yeah, they would do all kinds of stuff back then. They would get that. That was the good old days
Yeah.
when they had.
You can
when-
masturbate in your living room.
Yeah, well, yeah, because people keep saying like now they're like, oh, because wrestling. I'm like, I don't like wrestling now. I can't get into it. I don't know if it's because I've outgrown it or it outgrew me. Like, I don't know what it is. But I remember the reason why I found it fun with my friends when I was young is because anything could happen. It was so stupid that it was so much fun. It was crazy. You'd get behind it. You're like fucking crazy, like DX, all that stuff. NWO was crazy. It was fun. I remember when Triple H dressed up as Kane. He dressed up as Kane, and they had a mock funeral, and he jumped into the casket and raped the corpse. And I was like, to me, that's wrestling. That's
Jesus
the good old days
Christ.
when you could rape a
Yeah.
corpse. God
damn.
But
and-
now these goddamn SJWs.
Yeah, the SJW's ruined it now. It's all this cuck porn. Isn't
Because
it?
I keep getting cocked.
But isn't it nuts that they're doing?
Fuck.
Yeah, they're doing a cuck angle when they should be fucking corpses.
I haven't watched wrestling in a million years, but I have a friend who brought me to like Monday Night Raw one night, and live, it's still amazing.
Everything
It's
live,
so
I think,
good,
is a good
Yeah.
time.
It was actually I had seen a show. I have a friend that works for Cirque du Soleil, so I went to see like a professional like the best circus show in the world and wrestling, and they're both the same thing. They're
That's
both
what it is.
circus.
They're both circuses.
Yeah.
But at least the prices were, because I've been to a
Yeah.
wrestling. I went with everyone like last year. They had got me tickets to go, and the price was reasonable. I wanted this week because this Thursday, the Devils, which is my favorite team, they're playing the Montreal Canadiens.
Okay.
And I haven't been to a hockey game in years. And I said, you know what? I'll get me and my buddy tickets. 2 tickets. I'll go to the game. I go look for seats in the red, like regular seats. $250 a seat. Okay, so it would have been $500 for 2 seats plus the parking plus what. And I go, no, I'm not gonna fucking do it. They're not gonna rip me off like your team. First of all, isn't that good to charge $250 a seat?
Yeah.
And how much do you need to clear every fucking game, you pieces of garbage, that you're milking people like that?
Yeah.
Because all the hardcore
Yeah, it's
fans can't
dirty.
go.
They're dirty.
Yeah, how dirty is
Yeah.
that?
But the players have paid so much now that they have to whenever the players make more money, so the owners want more money, and the only
seats have
people
to
who
go
get
up.
fucked are the fans.
Because they make good money off TV
Yeah.
deals.
It's always
all
the
that.
little guy.
I'm not.
it's-
I'm not that little, but
But yeah,
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm just saying
like every time I go see hockey, I don't have kids, right? So when I go, it's just me and either a friend or my wife or whatever. But whenever I go, I'm like, fuck, like how, like a father that wants
Yeah.
to bring his 2 kids.
impossible.
You can't and the it's not like a a plane seat where he's under 10, it's half price.
Yeah, no.
Your little kid who after the first period goes, okay, I want to go home. You're like, you fucking asshole, daddy paid $900.
Yeah, but it's cheaper for us. It's cheaper for me to go down in New Jersey, pay for the trip and the
Yeah.
hotel, and watch a game there. Get tickets
Yeah.
there; they're cheaper than to just get 2 tickets and go to a game here.
Jesus
I
Christ.
did the last game I went to. I have a friend who's fucking. He must be retarded because he told me
possible.
he was like he wanted to go see hockey, and I was like, I don't really like hockey, and he was like, no, I want to go. Me, you, Michelle, my manager, and he goes, bring your wife too. So I go, okay. We go, and he had gotten 2 pairs of tickets that weren't together. So it was
Wait,
It was so it was me and my wife in one section, and then him and my manager in another section. And plus, my wife's afraid of heights, and it was like one
The
of
nosebleeds.
the last rows. But and he was like, "These are amazing seats," because it's the first row of the last section. So my wife was afraid because she was like, it feels like we're going to fall. Like whenever she'd look down, she was like, I don't like it. And then so we watched for like 10 minutes.
Left.
And I was like, fuck it. I don't even really like hockey. So I just go for the ambiance.
Yeah.
This is shit. And so fuck that. So we go out and we went out like, I was like, they're not even going to know. If he texts me, I'll go, come meet me in front of the place where they sell pretzels.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I'll just say something super vague. I'm in front of the beer guy, you know? So then
I'm waving at you.
so we go out, and as soon as we go out, there was scalpers, but the game had already started and it was almost the end of the first period. So they were like, you want tickets? I was like, oh fuck, we're gonna leave. He goes, look, I got really good tickets. So I got tickets that were like maybe third or fourth row. That on the seat it was written 300, and I paid. He was like, look, these are $300 tickets. I'll sell them $150 each. And I go, I'll give you $120 for both of them. I'm not even sure if I said 120 or maybe 100, maybe 150, but for the two. And he was like, nah, fuck, I can't do that. Like these are worth 600. I was like, okay, I'm just going to leave. And then he gave them to me. So we went back in. And then I talked to a friend. Apparently that always happens. And that's I think what I'm going to start doing. You show up, like
late.
you go to a bar next to the Bell Center.
Until the first period's over.
Watch a first period and then go outside, and $100 will get you a good ticket.
I don't want to wait around and do that stuff. But it's definitely a better strategy, but I don't want to wait around. And the principle is what bothered me. Like I looked at it, this is like if I would buy these tickets, I would feel stupid after. You know what I mean? What a stupid thing to do.
Yeah.
So I said, fuck it. You're watching on the TV, Alex. Anyways, Mike, I made new graphics for us just to show people that Mike Ward Noir
Okay.
on tour all over Quebec. That's it.
All right.
Wait, what?
Yeah. I made the new little graphics to show on the bottom
Very nice.
for Mike Ward Noir.
And I'm nominated for there's the Quebec Comedy Awards,
yes.
Les Olivier, and people can vote for Comedian of the Year. And I told Jason to put the
link in the description.
Yeah.
Look, so link is going to be in the description. Vote for Mike. You already voted downstairs. I'm going to vote a couple times because you need an email to vote.
Yeah.
Luckily for me, I got like 8 emails.
Well, with just with our families, we can vote like 100 times
What does that mean?
because we're so many. We have so many relatives.
What are you saying? What are we married?
No,
You don't
no,
know what
like
the fuck I'm up
you,
to.
because we're Greeks. 'Cause we're
Greeks.
No, because we're Greek.
He's
right?
making it sound racist.
Yeah.
You people. And me.
So Mike Ward Noir. Mike Ward's tour is currently ongoing all across Quebec for the next year, actually. Go to mikeward.ca to get tickets in your city. This is the French tour. Now, you might be unlucky and your city might be sold out now, but Mike is doing a turnaround. He's going to the same cities twice within the year for the ones that sold out too fast because a lot of people complain. So he's making an effort to see everyone. It's just up to you to get the tickets in time. PantelisComedy.com for all of my stuff. You get tickets to my tour. Pantelis is better than you. That should be fun in whatever small city I'm in. Also, we're going to start selling tickets soon for my show with Massimo and Guido at the Leonardo da Vinci Center called The Southern Boys.
Oh,
Yeah, it's going to be fun over there with those two lunatics, and you'll get to see Poseidon probably running around backstage as well.
Yeah.
If you go
That's
to
in Montreal.
That's in
for,
Montreal.
all our
yeah.
American fans listening.
And me and Mike are working on something. We're going to announce it only once it's official.
We're coming to America.
Yeah, we're coming to America.
Which one's Eddie? Which one's Arsenio? We don't know.
It's true.
America.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
So head over to compoundmedia.com to get the archives of all of our past Two Drink Minimum shows. Use the promo code Canada20. That's Canada20. It'll get you a sweet little discount. I believe that's 20%. Right? How amazing is 20%?
It's better than 15.
It's double 10%.
Yeah, exactly.
Vote for Mike on the Oliviers. You have the link in the description. Poseidon, you could find Poseidon at the Poseidon69 on Twitter and Instagram. He mostly posts complete garbage, but you could write to him and he normally responds, which is a lot of fun.
Yeah. And also, you might find me at your local pet store.
Is that really the memory you want to end this on?
No.
You want
I don't know.
people
I don't know why I
thinking
said
about
that.
you
I thought
fingering a
No. I
cat?
thought it would have made you guys laugh, but it didn't.
It just made us feel bad.
For the animals.
Yeah.
The petit animals.
He fucking loves animals. I love animals. And you thought, oh, yeah, raping a kitten. Oh, nice.
Why
All
are they
right,
so
boom,
sexy? Yeah.
Boom. Fucking.
The exploding. All
right,
Yeah, we
fucking-
did this.
yeah. It explodes like that hamster I fucked.
Oh my god!
I put my dick in and fucking jizz,
Magic.
Jizz and blood everywhere.
You know what the real circus is? Me fucking animals. That's a circus.
Jesus Christ.
All right. Thank you all for
Whoops.
listening. Go fuck yourselves.